Well, it's been about 5 hours now, and all the pipe is deep in the ground with the submersible pump right now. It's deep in the ground, and they're hooking up the big boats right here. They're hooking everything up. Then we got to run a drive shaft out from the motor we have on the inside here to turn everything. Then the pipe inside will start sucking the water up. And we'll get about 1,200 gallons a minute. Unbelievable. But here we are in Thumpers End. We're getting closer to the moment. We're getting closer. Because the people in this area, the pump has been broke for several months. The farmers, the crops have been dying, no water. The people in the community had no water. You know, there's no pipes going to houses. There's no spigots. You come out with a bucket, you put it on your head and carry it home. But it's been very, very difficult. But thank you, Pastor Lane Britt. Thank you, Cathedral of Praise there up by Los Angeles, California. Thank you for your act of love. Because of you and your love, all this village, all this area, how many people, I can't tell you. There's not a census out here, but there's thousands of people. The people live everywhere. And we have aqueducts that the water will go out a long ways, as far as a mile and a half away to the farms, to a different farming area, through the aqueducts, bringing water to the crops. Because water gives life. We can't live without water. So this is a wonderful, wonderful project, a community project for Thumpers. And because love is something you do. And it's in action right now, Pastor Lane Britt. Love is in action. And soon, by faith, I hope we can show you, well, I know we're going to show you some water coming out of the pipe. And everybody will be rejoicing. So, God bless you. You're waiting for the water. Thank you.
Les nous tendez, Bobby a vu mettre au plan, c'est un contentement pour nous. Et puis, ça fait que nous comptons aujourd'hui que nous faire rencontrer avec elle. Et puis, qui peut aider nous parce que le peuple là a péri, parce que nous n'avons pas de l'eau ni pour boire, ni pour travailler, ni pour rien. C'est le plus gros bagage qu'a fait aujourd'hui là pour nous-mêmes.
We're getting there, but the pump's in, the new pipe's in, everything's ready to roll, except the motor in here, that's already there. And this was old from the, but this is the gearbox, right?
Right.
This is the gearbox. All this has to work perfect because if there's a little vibration in there into our new pump, it could tear the whole thing up. So it has to be perfect.
That's right.
Very
precise.
It's worth the wait to make it right. But water's coming, and y'all guys done a good job, man.
Thank you.
Good job. Worked all day on this hot. Wow. Well, water's coming.
Yep, almost here. Hopefully.
Almost here. Okay.
Nous comptons votre travail à faire. Oui. Nous comptons qu'il là vous pour continuer. Oui. Béni soit l'Éternel.
Merci Jésus.
Merci Jésus.
Here we are on a beautiful hot morning. The guys have come to fix this well. The well has been down for many, many months, probably 8 or 9 months. These people have been without water. The people here survive off this well. It is the lone source of water for miles around. When the well went down, when the pump went down for this well, the people had no water and they had to walk for miles, several miles with buckets and buckets on their heads to bring water to this area so that they could sustain themselves. This well feeds a huge cistern and then a huge network of ditches and trenches that feed the local agriculture and the people. There are no pipes going to houses or plumbing. What happens is they crank up this huge generator, the well turns on, the water flows out, tons of water. The people hear the well kick on, they hear the generator kick on. When that pump turns on and the people hear that generator engine purr, and that water begins to come up from deep in the earth, that fresh, life-giving water. The people come from miles around, they bring their buckets, their reservoirs, they fill them up, they take them back to their huts, their homes, and they have water to live off of. Then the runoff goes through a system of trenches and ditches to meet the local agricultural needs. They have all these hand-dug ditches that when the water hits, it comes in and fills those crops with water and give life to the crop. These men are putting in the pump pieces, finishing up the final project. They're greasing it up, putting fresh oil in it. And what'll happen is in a few minutes, we're gonna crank this baby up and you're gonna see people come in with joy in their hearts because water has returned to this area. We would like to thank Pastor Elaine Britt of Academy Cathedral in Los Angeles for providing the funds for this. It was much needed. We were in a dire state and we needed this pump bad. These people needed life water. They needed this water for their life. This little part is what kept the people from not getting their water for so long. We had a brand new pump, brand new pieces, but we were short this one part. We finally got the part here in the country and the men are installing it now for this pump and this generator to work and pull that water out of the ground to give life to these people and water to these people. We'd like to thank Elaine Britt and Academy Cathedral in Los Angeles for providing the funds for this wonderful project, this life-giving project. You're a blessing to Love a Child, but more importantly, you're a blessing to these people who now have their water source back. Praise God for that. The men have been putting together the well piece for hours and hours. There's been a crowd of people waiting and gathering for the water to come. When this well sparks up, it's going to provide water for this whole surrounding area that's been without water for 8 months. Without water for 8 months. Think about that. They've had to walk for miles with their jugs just to get water for their homes. There are no pipes. This well doesn't feed pipes and plumbing. This well feeds a huge cistern and a huge aqueduct system that goes out to feed the agricultural areas across the road, up the hill, down the hill. And this big pump pumps all that water. And it's been down for several months and people have been suffering. But thank you to Elaine Britt and Academy Cathedral in Los Angeles for the wonderful gift of this new pump. We're getting ready to crank up the pump and see if we can get some water flowing, but without you, Elaine Britt and Academy Cathedral, this couldn't happen. So on behalf of Bobby and Sherry Burnett, who are in the United States on business right now, we want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. Love a Child, thank you. It's very important to us, but more importantly, it's blessing the people here in Font-Périssi, Haiti, and giving them the life source of water. So I thank you so much, and let's see if we can get this thing cranked. Let's go, en allez.
Content encore pour l'eau ça là. Nous allons travailler, nous avons pris l'autre, nous avons regardé la chose à économiser. Mais pour y aller, on peut nous faire là. Grâce avec madame. Merci, 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 merci. Merci en pile.
Monsieur Bobby avec madame Chérie, en pile merci, en pile merci, en pile merci parce que l'eau est sur nous maintenant. Là, nous pas de l'eau, comme si nous pas sentir nous à l'aise, mais comme nous sentir nous vraiment normal, nous normal, nous à bain, nous à prendre l'eau, nous vraiment remercier.
Nous disons merci en pile pour ça faire pour nous année à ça. Moi nous avons plan piment pour avoir préparé là, nous pas trop planter. Nous disons merci en pile peut-être pour planter l'engrais, nous avons besoin de planter. Nous disons merci en pile, nous avons préparé terre là pour nous planter. Nous disons merci en pile pour ça faire pour nous. Merci en pile.
Nous sentir nous commencer nos fraîcheur. Nous commencer nos fraîcheur parce que tout pas même bête nous gagner content lever content yo bé yo content. M'ba essayer pour petit moun même c'est pomper là, nous content en pile.